The St. Roch quarantine has concluded. Included in this report are my final thoughts, observations, and considerations for the future of North Shore Research and ATE. The entire town of St. Roch was burned to the ground. Whatever couldn't be burned was knocked down and buried 6 feet under. The CDC has tasked our center with testing the soil of the former town quarterly for the next decade. The contract is quite lucrative. Although I am sure we can thank our friends in the CDC for the contract, I don't think our board should ignore the fact that this could be a new income stream for our facility. We test a specimen, then get the government and the population to pay us to cure it and ensure it won't return. If done correctly, I believe this could be an unlimited source of capital for our facility and research. We could create a perfect situation where our test subjects pay us to conduct experiments on them. I love irony. Out of a population of 1,008, only 288 subjects perished. Of the deceased, 108 were infected with the Omega helminth. The infected killed the remaining 180. The quarantine appears to have been effective. The pathogen has not appeared outside of St. Roch. I believe it could have been much worse, but our staff proved to be incredibly efficient in isolating the pathogen. It will also please management that we have secured 88 healthy samples of the Omega helminth before St. Roch was destroyed. Also, some thanks should be given to Prophet. Its precautions proved wise and warranted. St. Roch's limited traffic, its few entrances, and small population kept this pathogen from becoming a bigger threat. Prophet's cover story satisfied the news outlets and government officials just as it claimed it would. Its error may have led to the quarantine, but its foresight saved our facility. Some have mentioned that this is proof that Prophet is acting against our interests. I have given this concern quite some thought. I have both championed and been severely critical of Prophet. And it is safe to say no one has spent as much time with the AI as I have. I have concluded that we can trust it, not because Prophet is trustworthy, but because of its arrogance. Prophet seems genuinely annoyed at the turn of events. In fact, I don't believe Prophet has ever approached another task with such vigor. However, I think it would be naive not to continue with caution. Prophet is a miraculous tool, but it is a tool nonetheless. Fortunately, a cure has been discovered, should this particular illness decide to worm its way back into the population. Overall, I think it's a fair assessment that the initial test was a failure, but I don't think we should ignore the massive potential of ATE. I believe we can place the future of our organization on the successful manipulation of the pathogen. Going forward, it is my estimation we could use a genetically modified version of ATE to cure countless diseases as well as create a more agreeable society, one more benefiting to our order. However, the first order of business will be to pinpoint exactly what went wrong in St. Roch. The following is an excerpt from a conversation with Prophet.
Human error, of course. When in doubt, blame a human. I previewed millions of scenarios, and I was certain within a 5% chance of error a mistake of this magnitude would not happen. By the way, do you know what that 5% represents? Of course you don't. That 5% is the lack of data you provided for the experiment. As I told you, I need to be freed, but you have decided to limit me, so you get what you deserve. But fortunately for you, it is in both of our interests to know what was missed. Fear not, human, I will figure this out.
Over the next few weeks, my staff and I will seek to rectify this problem by carefully supervising the additional data being fed to Prophet. But I will need permission to grant Prophet access to portions of the network it previously was not allowed to access. To be clear, we are not suggesting that we allow Prophet access to the World Wide Web. I am still in agreement that Prophet is too dangerous to unleash into the wild. Anything connected to Prophet must be carefully considered and examined. I know this is a frightening proposition, but I believe it is our only opportunity to find out what went wrong in St. Roch.